Goodness comes and evil goes. Kimungo.
Kimunga Ukombozi, Kimunga Ukombozi, Kimunga Ukombozi, divine liberty, divine liberation, divine freedom, and all that will bring for African people wherever we happen to be on the face of this earth. Karibu, welcome. My name is Kwende, and today we're going to get into another important subject, and that subject is live African history and avoid history amnesia. African history as is energized by the observant season that celebrates African history on the annual calendar cycle, and also that is empowered by the great deities of African wisdom and wisdom guidance, such as Jehuti and Orunmila, is lived experience. That's what African history is. Self-determined, lived experience of African souls. Lived experience of the past, the continuing unfolding of lived experience in the present, and the projection of the lived experience to be. All of this generates the living memory of the totality of the African history continuum. And surely African souls have a responsibility to have knowingness of their own experience so that life becomes richly informed, richly endowed with knowingness. If an individual happens to suffer with partial or total memory loss, he or she may be deemed as suffering from amnesia. Well, if that is true for the individual, then surely it is also true in the collective sense. So if through the advent of interruption and disruption, such as the Ma'afa of recent centuries or otherwise, African souls in a whole and general sense have a memory deficit of their own experience, then that is surely something to be addressed and something to be restored. And the only people that are capable have the responsibility of such a important task of restoration are African souls themselves. Surely then, wherever we happen to be in the world, African souls ought to address any such deficit and surely avoid being propelled or hurled into the void of unknowingness, collective historical amnesia. That is something to avoid. That is something to safeguard against. That is something to address if indeed such a phenomena rears its ugly head. So as we celebrate history in the history season, it is important to continue the lifelong process of learning and other activities that support the cultivation and the safeguarding, and if needs be, the restoration of living African historical memory. Memories that have already been generated, memories that we are generating, and memories that will continue to be generated in the future to come. All determined by African souls as part of the imperative thrust of upward and victorious mission of ascent. So with that food for thought, and surely it is food for thought, Kimunga Ukumbozi, Kimunga Ukumbozi, Kimunga Ukumbozi, divine liberty, divine liberation, divine freedom, and all that that will bring for African people wherever we happen to be on the face of this earth.
Reclaim your history. Oh. Reclaim your culture. Yeah. Don't let them take it away. No, no. Oh, like the dead, waiting on a vulture.